Now I had the time of my life, and I hope
Coming to you from a basement studio somewhere down under, it's the 80s Show with Australia's Retro Man. On tonight's show, Retro Man takes a look at Dirty Dancing 2 and what we know so far. Well, what are we waiting for? Lights, camera, Retro Man!
G'day viewers, Retro Man here and welcome to the 80s Show. Now, Dirty Dancing star Jennifer Grey has been in the headlines recently for two reasons. Firstly, she's been out promoting a book called Out of the Corner, a memoir. And also, number two, the big announcement that there will be a Dirty Dancing sequel starring Jennifer Grey. Sadly, Patrick Swayze is no longer with us, but it seems that Dirty Dancing 2 will soon be a reality. Now, today I'll be discussing what we know so far about Dirty Dancing 2. Well, the first thing I know is that there is a director on board to turn this thing into a reality, and his name is Jonathan Levine. And Jonathan made a statement to the press recently. He said, "We will tackle the assignment with sophistication, ambition, and above all, love." Well, that sounds pretty good to me. Dirty Dancing is a film that is loved by so many, and with the right man at the helm, with Jennifer Grey back in the lead, reprising her role as Baby Houseman, this is certainly an announcement that 80s fans all over the world have been waiting for.
Right now, getting as close as we've ever been to, I think, it happening this year, the sequel for Dirty Dancing, and I'm executive producing and starring in it, and I'm playing Baby.
Now, Dirty Dancing was released in 1987, but the film was actually a period piece set in 1963. Now, Dirty Dancing 2 will be jumping forward about 30 years or so to the early to mid-90s to showcase Baby Houseman returning to the Kellerman's Resort. Now, she's a much older woman this time round, and as I understand it, they've got penciled in that she will be falling in love with a much younger man. Now, in terms of the plot line, Jennifer has recently said that when it comes to a much younger man, maybe the perfect candidate would be former One Direction singer Harry Styles. Now, Harry Styles has been out there having a whale of a time with his solo career. In fact, he was at Coachella recently with Shania Twain, of all people. They did a pretty memorable duet. I'm sure you've probably caught that on the television. And it seems that Jennifer has her eye on Mr. Harry Styles as her co-star. Whether or not this will become a reality, we'll just have to wait and see. So Jennifer, Harry, there's certainly the age difference, that's been promised with this film. And with the 90s setting, we can expect actually a bit of 90s hip-hop. Jennifer mentioned recently that, there's a bit of, they've been talking about the soundtrack, and the soundtrack is one of the key ingredients of a Dirty Dancing movie. Also, she said there'll be lots of dancing, understandably, plenty of romance. And yes, as I said, the soundtrack will be something else. I think they're planning on retaining the old songs and melding in this 90s flavour, as it'll be set in the 90s. So it should be a nice mix of elements, and I will be watching, and I'm sure you will too. So, hey, when more things materialise about Dirty Dancing 2, tune into the 80s Show, because Retro Man will be here with his finger on the pulse to bring you more on Dirty Dancing, the sequel. It's going to be fun, guys. So that's it for today. Keep watching the show, like, comment, subscribe, and pop some comments in the box below. Let's start the conversation on Dirty Dancing 2. Thanks for watching the show, guys. Oh, actually, before I go, see this here? This is a book about the 25th anniversary of Dirty Dancing. That was a number of years ago, and I got my hands on this one, and it's a very impressive book. And I might pop back and do a video just about this book. It's going to be fun. So I'll see you soon. This is Retro Man, living the dream, 80s style. Stay gold.
Thanks for watching. Retro Man will return faster than a boomerang and with dance moves as scintillating as Swayze. Patrick, that is. Please subscribe and good night, viewers.